All right, Caleb, it's lesson 8, your final lesson in adjusting your plan. Are you ready to learn about adjusting your plan? Let's begin. Remember those rules. Be sure that your listening ears are turned on, your thinking brain is turned on, you're ready to think and say your point to your answers. So let's review the 3 parts of goal setting first. Part 1 is set a what? Goal. Part 2 is make a what? Plan. And part 3 is adjust your what? Plan. Very good. What question do you ask yourself when you are setting a goal? Is it A, what is my goal? Or B, what is my plan? Caleb, make your selection now. Did you say A, what is my goal? Great job. What question do you ask yourself when you're making a plan? Is it A, what is my plan? Or B, what is my task? Caleb, make your selection now. Did you say A, what is my plan? Nice work. So we're working on part 3 right now, which is adjust your plan. And we learned that what question do you ask yourself when you're adjusting your plan? What have I learned? Read it with me. What have I learned? What question do you ask yourself when you are adjusting the plan? Is it what have I done or what have I learned? Caleb, make your selection now. Did you say B, what have I learned? Great job. Okay, so let's review. First of all, what is your goal? Go ahead and read your goal out loud. Excellent. What is one barrier in the way of reaching your goal? Which barrier were we addressing? The one that works on the function of your challenging behavior to get attention. Making jokes and acting silly, right? Which tool did you use to remove those barriers? Number 2, right? The self-monitoring checklist. And when did you start working on that goal? Around the 16th or 17th. And when will you try to meet your goal? Yesterday. But we're just checking in today to make sure that all of our data are good to go and that we did meet our goal. So now we're going to answer 4 final questions. What have you done to improve your behavior? So I put an example here, and you can feel free to use this one or use something else in your own words. Use my behavior checklist tool that specified my goal of being a responsible student to earn 30 points in 3 out of 5 days. So this was the tool that you used and how it helped you to improve your behavior. So now it's your turn. Tell me, what have you done to improve your behavior? If you need more time, press pause. The next question is, which barriers have been removed to improve your behavior? The example I put is the checklist specifies what it takes to be a responsible student in all classes. So I'm acting silly to get attention less. You can use this example or say something in your own words. Name a barrier that has been removed to improve your behavior. If you need more time, press pause. So remember that question and your probe that asks which barriers have been moved out of the way. This goes along with what the example we just discussed was, and that is that there is a time and a place to be silly, and you have learned that you have a responsibility as a student, so you're really focused on your work now. Great job. The answer you usually choose here is C. Now I've added in the data from yesterday. We can take a look at your graph before you set your goal at baseline, so your data are really quite variable. Your knowledge of SDLMI is very low because you've never learned to set a goal. And your on-task behavior is less than 70%, which is why we are targeting your behavior goal. Throughout phase 1, you can notice that your data for both on-task behavior and knowledge of the SDLMI are increased dramatically. While we had a little incident here and we've discussed ways and strategies to address that, you've maintained a very high rate of on-task behavior since then. So this graph shows me that your behavior has improved. after you set your behavior goal. So here is a picture of the graph that you sent me yesterday. Remember, our goal was set at 30. So if you had 3 out of 5 sessions in a row at 30 or higher, then you met your goal. So here I can tell you that you have 4 in a row above or at 45, which is the highest. And that's really great. This tells us that this tool is, in fact, helping you reach your goal. So what has changed about your behavior is the next question. And the example that I put is using the behavior self-monitoring checklist tool has helped me change my behavior. So you're free to use that example or say something in your own words. Your turn now. Say what has changed about your behavior. If you need more time, press pause. Then last question. Have you actually met your goal? So the example I put here to answer this question by analyzing my data on the graph, I know that I have met my goal. Your turn now. Say whether or not you have met your goal, and how do you know that? If you need more time, press pause. So now when you see this question on your probe later, you'll know that did you meet your goal? From now on, you'll start clicking on yes, you did. You have the data to support that. You've met your goal. So now that's all. These are the 3, you've been through all 3 parts of the goal setting lessons. You've learned to set a goal, make a plan, and adjust your plan. You didn't necessarily need any adjustments because you met your goal. So from here on out, you can start thinking about other goals you'd like to set. We can work with Miss Gillette on some things that she thinks that might be necessary as well. Great job working through the lessons. Great job working through the probes. I really appreciate your attention and your efforts. Excellent work, Caleb. It's been a pleasure working with you.